But I want to begin today by asking really a question. And the question would be is, how do you build a success story? And as many of you would know, that over the years I've been involved in a number of small businesses, and some of the very highlights of my life would be the community initiatives that I volunteered in. I look back at those days, and they are some of the most important things, I think, and contributions that I've been able to make in the communities. That was being volunteering on community-based initiatives. And of course now, being involved with in politics. But my experience has always been that any success story starts with recognizing what is the untapped potential. So essentially, where are the opportunities? In our government, we understand that to build economic success stories, we see untapped potential in a number of industries. Aquaculture, agriculture, the technology sector. Now, in the case of aquaculture, some $276 million, which is a record level of economic activity in our province last year. And it is the primary economic driver in many of our rural communities. But as you grow any industry, there comes with challenges. And these challenges can often restrict or they can hold back the potential further growth that can benefit families and communities. So once you recognize the untapped potential, the next step is to set a goal and then bring together the right people and the resources to realize that your vision when you believe in the possible. So our government, in partnership with the Newfoundland Aquaculture Industry Association, we set a goal to grow salmon production to some 50,000 metric tons annually, and mussels to some 10,750 metric tons annually. That's the goal. So then through the Cabinet Committee on Jobs, we brought together ministers. We brought together the experts within the federal and the provincial public sector, representatives from Marine Institute, from the College of the North Atlantic, and industry leaders, the most important people in the room to make this all work, because we believe economic success comes with growing the industry. And we had to identify and remove the barriers because we needed to work with you to strengthen your businesses and understand what the best practices look like, because the industry must be sustainable. So through close collaboration, we learned that industry, you needed some support, you needed some help in securing human resources. If we really wanted to bring what is a world-class product, make that readily available, we needed human resources. The industry also needed some specific capital and infrastructure investment, which will mean that as a provincial government, we will have to adjust and review some of the programs that we put in place to support your businesses. We also learned that the industry wants to pursue marketing for two reasons. Number one, to communicate the great products that you have and make that available. But secondly, we wanted to assure the public, the people that are watching, that this is indeed an environmentally sustainable and your environment is protected. So three things. We have human resources that we need to deal with. We need to have better access to capital and infrastructure, but also make sure we do the proper job in marketing. Just the best practice, not only the marketing of the products, but also to market our best practices so we protect our environment. So we listened, we've learned. Now we need to take decisive actions. We need to make a decision. So we've taken some 28 actions in partnership with the industry in which they respond directly to the needs that are outlined in your sector work plan. You see that, and we will be releasing this today. So we had to make the decisions because we talked about the targets being 50,000 metric tons of salmon and 10,750 metric tons of mussels. So this work plan will play a vital role in achieving the goal that we set for industry to grow sustainably the aquaculture industry for the benefit of the people throughout the province. So that really brings us to what is essentially the last step in answering the question about how you build a success story. So you really need to focus on why you're making the decision and why you're doing this in the first place. And for us and for our government, it's about Newfoundlanders and Labradorians. It's making sure that your small businesses are successful. Because we know that when we achieve those goals, that what will happen is that we will create jobs in rural Newfoundland and Labrador. We will create jobs for Newfoundlanders and Labradorians. Right now, we employ some 1,000 people in the aquaculture industry in our province. These initiatives will mean that we will employ some 2,100 people. So that's more than double the current levels of employment in Newfoundland and Labrador. And I've said many times in the past that the key to our economic success is not just investing in temporary mega projects. We need real economic diversification. We need to work side by side with industry players so that we can give your industry the opportunity to grow. Your growth means you will see 1,000 jobs in our province become 2,100 jobs. It will be the kind of opportunity that encourages our young people, and they see their futures, they see their face in Newfoundland and Labrador. And we have great young people from our Premier's Youth Council that are sitting right at the front table here. We have people here from the Marine Institute who will speak with us today. It's that kind of opportunity that helps attract talented, hardworking people from places all over the world because they see themselves, they see their faces in your industry. They see rewarding careers in their future. And you will hear today from people who have chosen Newfoundland and Labrador as their home because of the opportunities that they see that aquaculture affords. It also means that we can retain some of our young people and attracting new skilled labor from outside our province. It will help address our population, our labor shortages that you've heard so much about. Your success will also mean that you will see increasing levels of food production, which means more food self-sufficiency, which is another important goal for our government and for residents across the province. You've heard the UN many times talk about the shortage of food around the world and what will happen between now and 2050. You can play a role in all of that. And in our partnership with aquaculture, you can see that standing side by side with the influencers, with people who can make a difference in our province, that we will achieve progress not just on your industry sector, but on many of the others as well. And this is the reason why in the future you will see industry summits very similar to this one within other sectors. So working sector by sector and engaging in a real partnership with your businesses, we will all realize the vision for Newfoundland and Labrador. That vision is a province, is a place where potential is realized and opportunities abound. So to help you see our vision in aquaculture, we have prepared a short video. And I think that when you see this video, you will understand how our province is indeed a rare find. Rare because of all the potential that it has around us. But more importantly, it's a rare find because of the talented people that we have in our province that are ready to create a success story.